so this is you brand your dentist, your company with the words "Dear Me."
Mhm.
I think it's hilarious, but it's also sad. First of all, "near me" is a phrase right now that's very popular in Google.
Exactly. What about a few years from now? You're going to have to
People will change the
rebrand?
way they trend, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible. Like if my company was called Dentist Near Me, well, frankly, that is what I want. And even if I didn't have this thing as search engine optimization, that's what I'm. And if I were to find them in the yellow pages or something, I'd be like, yeah, that's what I want. I want a convenient dentist near me.
I wouldn't want that. I'd be like, what's this dentist near me? They're just doing SEO, and that's like.
But if you don't know about SEO, it still sounds good. What do you think, branding expert Tim?
Yeah, Tim, what do you think?
I think that, it's like anything, you can go, for it or against it. I mean, it's no matter what you do, no matter what brand you create or what you design or what you name your business, there's always going to be critics, and some people things will resonate with and others it just won't. For me, it's very utilitarian. It's like, yep, I know what I'm getting. That's what I want. That's what I searched for. That's what I'm getting. Sign me up, book online. Yep, I know that I can book online just by reading that brand name.
Yep.
Right. So that's what I get from that. That's part of their branding. That's just from their name. That's what they've conveyed to.
Well, I kind of.
It is genius in a way.
When you say that you look at it and see that you could book online, I kind of think people in the industry can, but the common, person who doesn't know about this, that's what I'm kind of looking at. I think they might think it's silly. They
yeah,
might not
absolutely.
understand.
Like I said, there's two sides or five sides to every coin, and everybody's going to have their input, like, whether they like the blue or not, or they don't like the spacing between the subtitle,
The font that they used,
They're not going to please everyone, but evaluating, just like SEO, evaluating the pros and the cons of something like this, and maybe running it on, making your decisions on data, like doing a market test and seeing what people actually think, and making those decisions based on that.
Yeah.
I think is the smartest thing to do, because it could, overwhelmingly turn people off. Like, I don't want that. That doesn't sound like I'm going to know Dr. Joe, who's in there, has 5 kids, and his mother helps run the joint, like something like that. Like, there's a whole story and background and history and personalization of something that might have a different name.
Yeah, I think that's what when I see this, I see if I just want a dentist and I just want them convenient near me, this is who I want. If I want a dentist who's friendly and caring, that is not what this connotes to me. If I'm a little scared of dentists and I really want someone who's be patient and gentle with me, this is not appeal to me, right? If I just want to get it done because I got to get it done, that's what I feel in this brand, because this is very non-personal, right? It's not like I will have a relationship with this dentist. It could be anybody. It's just a dentist near me. I just don't even care. I just need to get a dentist.
Yeah.
And for some people, that's exactly it, right? I don't want to make best friends with the dentist. Just clean my teeth, fill my holes, and I'm moving on. That's all I care about, right? I don't want to play golf with you. I do not want to watch your kids walk down the aisle in graduation. I just want you to clean my teeth.
Yeah.
It could also, I agree with all that, and it makes me think that it could provide like almost a trust factor, that this seems like it's a systemized, franchisable type of outfit that has everything dialed into the T, like they know exactly what plans they're selling. It's not a lot of wishy-washy. It's like, get in, get done, move on.
I kind of was, I don't know, for some reason when I saw this in my head, I didn't even say it, but I assume it's like a franchise where there are throughout several areas, and even, you know how like everything now is on like, you know, a monthly plan or whatever, a yearly plan or something. It's like sign up, pay X amount a year and get your teeth cleaned twice. And that's that. And so
Is it any location? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So that's what brings to my mind when I see this, more of a franchise type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the traveling executive, never in
Right.
one location.
Yeah.
Dentist near me. Subscription.
Yeah. We just found their business model.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Right.
need to come watch this and make sure their
Target
marketing
audience.
plan is on target.
Well, and this brings, so since we're not really talking about SEO yet, right? The
Mhm.
SEO implications of this, right?
Yes.
And the SEO implications are, in that sense, it hurts me because it's really a lot of wasted effort.
Mhm.
Let's pretend that they own the domain dentistnearme.com. And at one point, that would be the gold domain to own because Google would exact match the keywords. You would rank for anytime someone searched for dentist near me.
Mhm.
I mean, even if that were the case, and I search for dentist near me and I live across the country, and if the keywords in the domain mattered that much, I would find their website and they could never help me. Right? But even this week, Google yet again demystified the whole exact match domain thing to say, you know what? It doesn't even matter anymore. Like, we don't even care because it's so many people tried to game the system that way. It's not even a factor. But I also know there's a plastic surgeon in my city near me who trademarked Charlotte Plastic Surgeon. So anybody who put Charlotte Plastic Surgeon on their website would receive a letter from their lawyer. How dare you portray yourself as our company?
Wow.
And aggressively defended it purely to get the SEO advantage. And that's kind of what this reminds me of, like misplaced SEO effort. Oh, by the way, with that, it was a pride thing where all the SEOs are teaming up against that company and outranked them for Charlotte Plastic Surgeon, even though they didn't have the words on the page, right? Because everyone gave that guy a middle finger going, yeah, okay, here's what you could do with your lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and yeah.
Yeah. So, but the other side, and we kind of talked about this in the webinar last week, where we talked about this picture, where one person was just really obsessed with the keywords in their company name.
Oh, yes.
But this is very limiting if you think about it. Now, for dentists, that's probably all they're going to do. But what if the dentist later realizes they really want to specialize in a particular kind of dentistry, orthodontics? They can't do that with their company name. They're not an orthodontist near me. They're a dentist near me.
So they would need to sell that and build up their orthodontist near me.
Yeah. And I just, I feel like I'm the best example of this. My two companies have nothing to do, the name has nothing to do with the products and services I offer. Because I didn't want to pigeonhole myself into one thing.
Yeah. That's kind of when I rebranded to Your Biz Watchdog, I didn't want anything like specific for, so I focus on the local SEO, the Google Business Profile, and I didn't want anything like that specifically in it. I mean, Your Biz Watchdog, it is kind of specific, but then it's more general as well.
Yeah.
It could be so, and you know, a lot of people, they want to put the city and everything in it, like you said, but for some businesses that's good, but for some it may not be.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah. For more brick and mortar, it's probably okay, but for ones like, you know, you and I, that we don't necessarily have people, all of our clients aren't specifically local.
Well, like the first domain I bought when I went out on my own was searching.io. And I really liked that domain name.
Mhm.
And then I realized real quickly, I can only provide services around search if I do that.
Search. Mhm.
And that's not what I do. I focus on search for sure, but I'm much broader than that. And I didn't
Yeah.
want to only do that. And besides, it's not a very exciting name. Like
Mhm.
we kind of talked about the dentist. Like, it's not very inviting and warm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that you necessarily want a
Yeah.
warm and inviting marketer, but
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
you
but
do.
a lot of times, like you said, people, especially for dentists, are terrified of going to the dentist and all, and so they want something a little bit more calming. And I know some people that won't go to the dentist unless they give them some medication.
Yep.
But